November Homebrew Robotics Club. My name is Wayne Bramlich, and I'm the president. And I go through a sort of a kind of a standard spiel at the beginning of every meeting where I kind of explain the lay of the land here. So basically, if you're here for basket weaving, you're in the wrong meeting. Okay.
Oh,
Bummer. Okay.
hate that when that happens.
Yeah. Now, let's see. We almost always have a few people for whom this is our first meeting here. Can I see a quick little show of hands? Okay. Great. That's kind of normal. So let me explain how it all works. Because we get to use this facility gratis from Carnegie Mellon, Silicon Valley campus. Professor Katz over there. We haven't had to collect dues to pay for meeting spaces in years and years and years. If our treasurer were here and he were to ask you for money, you could tell him to go away because we don't collect dues. So what that means is we don't have any club roster or anything like that. If you're here, you're a member. So I always welcome our new members. So let's welcome all our new members. The important thing is knowing where the restrooms are. So restrooms are down there, men's room that way, women's room that way. Okay. Vending machines. There are vending machines down the hall at the end. Use them. If you don't use them, they go away. Okay, now the agenda is kind of fixed. So we usually start with club-based news, then more robotics-based news with trip reports and stuff like that. And then if we have any small children who have robots that they want to show off, we let them go before the main talk because so frequently they have to go to bed. Do we have any robots to show? I only see one person.
Oh, I just asked him. He said no.
He's not going to do a robot. Okay, fine. So
It's just a Connects robot, but he doesn't want to show it.
he doesn't want to show it. That's
Maybe
okay.
next time.
Maybe next time. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and then we give a talk, okay? And then after the talk, we do kind of show and tell. People show whatever robots they're working on. And then after that, we kind of just mingle, talk. And typically around 10 o'clock, we get kicked out. And when the weather's warm, we keep meeting in the parking lot for a while. Sometimes we even do that when the weather's cold, but it's pretty cold out there tonight. So I don't know how long the parking lot meeting portion is going to last. Fine. Good? Okay, so that's kind of the agenda. So let's start with club-related stuff. Okay, Micromouse Maze stuff. I still have 4 boxes of Micromouse Maze that I need to get hand off. Is anybody here who's supposed to get a Micromouse Maze that didn't get it yet?
I'm picking one up.
Giuliano, you're going to pick one up? Okay, so see me afterwards. I want to bring as few of those back in my car as possible. Okay. Good. In addition, we want to get the bases built. We seem to have about 2 people who are interested in working on bases. Bill Spangle and Dave Curtis. Are you still interested in working?
Yeah.
You are. Are you interested in that?
Need help there.
Okay, so could after the show and tell, could we sort of huddle? I want to see if we can get these bases built before the end of the year, so people can actually put their test mazes up and start building robots to go into the mazes. So that's a goal there. Okay. Last meeting we talked about changing the email list from our long-term Wild Rice location, which is now in Texas. One of our members supported it for a long time and moved to Texas. He's still quite willing to support it, but I think it's time for us to move off that server and onto another one. There was some discussion of Google versus Yahoo. The Google people never really made their case, so I'm just saying we're going to go over to Yahoo. So on the first Monday of December, I am going to basically shut down the old list, just turn it off, and I'm going to send out invitations to everybody. There's over 1,000 people on our list to come join the Yahoo thing. And so I'm going to be busy approving people coming onto the list left, right, and center for the next few days. on the Yahoo list. And after we've done that transition, we'll keep using Yahoo. So does anybody have any questions on that or comments or anything? Okay.
How long will Yahoo last?
I happen to think that they're likely to get bought one of these days. So, okay, so that's the two major pieces of club-related stuff. We usually do the IEEE and KidSig stuff. So did the KidSig happen?
No.
No.
It did not happen, okay. And did the IEEE thing happen?
Yes.
Yes. Do we want to get somebody to talk very briefly
Dave
about?
here.
Yeah, I am, actually.
Well, hello, Dave. Are you here?
The IEEE meeting, we had one. I forgot to bring my notes, but we had this really interesting dude from Stanford whose name I can't remember. What was his name? You can't remember either. But you might have seen some of the video on YouTube. This is the guy that has the unmanned. What's that?
Professor's Andrew Ng.
Yeah, the professor is Andrew Ng, and the guy that presented was one of his graduate students. It's autonomous helicopters.
Learning.
Yes, it's a learning helicopter, but it flies autonomously after it learns. But yeah, the key thing is what's so cool about this is you don't program the way you program the helicopter is you get an expert helicopter stunt pilot to go out there and fly the air show 6 or 10 times while it gets videoed, and then they crunch it with the computer, boom, 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 and then they put it in the helicopter, and the robotic helicopter flies the air show better than the stunt pilot with 20 years of helicopter stunt pilot. It was a really interesting talk, really cool. You should have been there. You should always be there. If it's Wednesday night and you're not at Carnegie Mellon, why not?
Good job, Dave.
Okay.
Good job. Okay, good. Is there one in December?
No.
No, there is no. What?
Oh, is this an ad to robotic helicopter?
Yeah,
For at least remote control?
yeah.
Some people might be interested. Over by Lawrence Expressway, maybe some people have heard of it. There's an area specifically allocated to flying the remote helicopters. Somewhere in Sunnyvale.
Oh.
That's what they're doing it. I have these little toy ones, but nothing as fancy as some of the.
Oh, yeah.
Are you talking at the end of Lawrence, the Baylands?
Hmm?
Are you talking about Baylands, the park there?
Yeah, that's right.
It's
Yeah,
the Baylands
very
Park.
end of Lawrence, right?
Is that Caribbean Drive or something like
Yeah,
that?
toward
Caribbean?
Caribbean.
Right.
So, cool.
So January's the next IEEE meeting.
So January's next IEEE, do we know what the topic of that one is?
To be announced.
To be announced, okay. We are in the same boat with regards to the next meeting we don't have a standard meeting in December, but we will have one in January, but we don't know what the talk is yet, to be announced. There was a comment of whether or not we're going to have our junk exchange. I think the answer, you said it was fine, but we have to
I
pick.
won't be here.
You won't be here.
The building will probably be open.
The building will be
Some
open.
responsible person might.
So, Tim Craig said he would, is Tim here? He said he would be a responsible person, so we just have to pick a date. So, you know what date?
I'm not gonna be here.
You're not gonna be here, okay. But you're saying we don't have to reserve the room or anything?
We'll talk.
Okay, we'll figure it out. So anyhow, we will get a date out for our 3rd or 4th annual robotic parts exchange thing. Okay, so now we'll move a level up to sort of robotics news. How many here were able to get into robo development? Well, that's pretty good turnout. Okay. They had a really cool $75,000 LiDAR system running in the room. It just captured the entire room in real time. It was really cool. Too bad it cost $75,000. Did anybody else have any other highlights? Yes.
Yeah, I tried to get us a table there.
I know, and you know.
And I actually talked to Dan Cara, and he said
in his mind, robo development is different than robo nexus and different from robo business. And he sees us as a robo nexus. So I think we're doing a lot more development than some of the guys.
Yeah, well,
But we tried.
we tried,
He saw it, he considered it, and
it's
he
his call.
threw us under the bus.
Yeah, it's his call, okay? So, we gave it a try.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other highlights?
They were handing out open CD. They were going, I wonder how many people got open CD books?
How many people got the open CD books? Only
I'm
one.
still interested in having like a subgroup on
Okay.
open CD.
Well, let's,
Talk about it after.
how many people would be interested in having a little subgroup meeting on OpenCV? Why doesn't everybody sort of come up after the talk and let's have a little huddle on OpenCV and see if we can get that going? Seems pretty cool. Okay. Who's doing both Micromouse, Maze, and OpenCV? Okay, I don't want to conflict on that. No? Okay, fine. Any other, you're pointing at me, what?
Yeah, I was just gonna follow, some kind of along the same theme. I thought one of the, getting a Nano ITX board as a free tchotchke for showing up was kind of neat.
Okay.
And I mean, it's one of the better show tchotchkes I've ever gotten. So I'm wondering how many people actually ended up getting a Nano ITX board there and are probably gonna do something with it. So,
Explain.
you know what a Nano ITX board is? It's a little, VIA makes a little motherboard, x86 compatible motherboard with, USB and all that other stuff. I'm not sure how much power consumption it is, but,
10 watts.
10 watts, as opposed to what we're gonna hear about tonight, which is,
Hey, but it was free.
but it was
Yeah.
free, yeah, so.
And there's lots of people, so we might be able to.
So
get
yeah,
some-
that's what I'm thinking, there might be
some-
some people
some
here. that
synergy
have
here.
to figure out How big is it?
Remember, he is not.
4 by 7 by 4 by 7.
Yeah. So, okay. Sounds like something for the mail list. I mean, somebody needs to boot it up and get it going, but.
Yeah, okay.
It's Nano ITX, I mean, how hard can it be? You plug a monitor.
Yeah,
Can I-
okay,
can I
so,
add
or
that-
maybe we do a wiki thing around
Yeah.
it, get people pointed
And
out.
can I add that for December, in addition to, if we do get a room here with our giveaway thing, maybe we can arrange to have everybody who is interested bring our boards in, the people who've got them further along can show how they've done it.
Okay.
And get
Yeah.
people going, because we do have about 15 free boards in the club that should get up and running.
Yeah, yeah.
Ed?
I think I showed up a little too late to get one. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, any other robo development stuff? Okay, any other robotic kind of news? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to our main presentation.